Welcome back. An appeals court judge is hearing arguments about who will preside over the murder trial for a former Fort Worth police officer who shot and killed a woman inside her own home. Jury selection was supposed to start earlier this week in Aaron Dean's trial, but now both sides are arguing about who should preside over the case. Dean's accused of killing Atatiana Jefferson back in 2019. Prosecutors argue Judge David Hagerman should stay on the case, but defense lawyers ask that he recuse himself, claiming Hagerman has been hostile, rude, and biased against their side. Joining us now with some legal perspective is Attorney Quentin Brogdon. Thank you so much for being with us. What are the grounds to remove a trial judge from a case they've presided over?
If the judge's impartiality might reasonably be questioned, if the judge is related to the defendant, the criminal defendant on trial, or one of the material witnesses, or the judge has practiced law with one of the material witnesses, those are all some of the grounds that may be used. It's a somewhat subjective test, but that's what's going on right now is these defense lawyers are calling into question this judge, Judge David Hagerman's impartiality, and saying he's been unreasonable and he's exhibited bias against them in their case.
Yeah, they have basically taken issue with his demeanor, saying he's hostile and rude and things like that. Do they have grounds here? Is this a strong argument?
Well, there was a hearing today. Former retired Justice Lee Gabriel presided over it. She was appointed by the administrative judge. And there was testimony from a number of criminal defense lawyers who say that this judge has acted unreasonably. His rulings and his demeanor have demonstrated bias. On the other hand, the prosecutors are arguing, this is a judge that has already moved this case 3 times from its trial setting. And that's what the fight is about. It's a somewhat subjective test, and this retired Texas Court of Appeals justice from Tarrant County is going to have to make the call on it. Meanwhile, the proceedings are automatically stayed. That's just a fancy legal term for they're stopped in their tracks. This was supposed to go to trial this week. That's not going to happen now.
Let's talk big picture for a minute, Quentin. Is this a tactic? How might these delays and issues impact proceedings? Because this occurred back in 2019. We've had a number of delays, several issues. Might this be a tactic?
Justice delayed is justice denied. I think a lot of people are familiar with that old aphorism. The prosecutors certainly are arguing that this is a judge who is always strict, that this judge has already moved the trial 3 times. Ironically, early on, it was the prosecutors who were facing some heat from certain quarters for not getting this case set for trial. Now it's set for trial, and the defendants lawyers are attempting to move it. On the other hand, when you have someone facing potential prison time, it's very important that they receive a fair trial. The defense attorneys in this case are arguing that they had vacation letters on file, they have witnesses who are unavailable, and the judge, through demeanor, how the judge is treating them and talking to them in the courtroom, is demonstrating bias. I would just caution all of your viewers, we've heard pieces of it. We don't know, any of us, the whole picture here. Our system works very well. And this justice, Lee Gabriel, the retired justice, I believe much more probably than not, is going to make the right call here. She's going to hear the evidence and make the right ruling. So we just need to believe in our system and have confidence in it. These types of squabbles and battles are fought. It's part of the system, but we need to be sure there's a fair trial here. We need to be sure justice is done, and we need to be sure justice is not overly delayed.
I think that is something everyone wants, a fair trial. But when you think about the nature of this case and why we're in this position in the first place, you begin to hope that there will be fair treatment for everyone who's involved. Thank you so much for your time and for your expertise.